Hello everybody. Angie here. I'm coming on to do a couple makes with you guys for the 50 prompt list here created by Margaret Miller. It's just a single prompt to get you started and do what you want with it. I am just doing a little mini jumbo card size collage makes kind of thing with mine. And yeah, I thought we would knock out a couple. They're pretty really small, short, quick little makes. I thought we could get 2 done today. And I'm down to 4 left, almost through the whole entire 50. All right, so let's get into this, guys. How is everybody? Hope everybody's well. Like I said, I'm working on the jumbo playing cards. And I've got my goodies here, so it won't take long at all. All right. The first one says a piece of newsprint. Now, I couldn't find technically a piece of like newspaper print, but to me, you know, you got to get creative once in a while. And I think newsprint qualifies anything that's just printed that's in, you know, news. What is news created to do? Inform you, right? Give you information. So anything that has print on it that's giving you information, I think that qualifies for a newsprint. I don't know. So what I'm going to be using for that is just a piece of magazine page. And I'm just going to cut these prompts out real quick so they'll be ready. All right. So we'll do that one first. And when I was looking for newsprint, this is the piece of magazine page. And it's just has information, right? It's advertising different things. It's informing us as what's coming up. So I think that qualifies, okay? So I'm just gonna use that random piece of paper. But then also I found this. This is a piece of magazine page also. And that caught my eye, the pretty red FOX, fox. So that got me on a trail of looking for foxes. And I found a couple in my encyclopedia book. So I found this little piece of image with a fox, and it gives some information about a fox. And then I found these little fox heads. It shows how they are holding their ears and their snout and so forth, if they're friendly or submissive or aggressive. And that one actually got cut off. So I found that, and then I fussy cut out a little red fox as well. But I thought those two would go well together. All right, so that's what I'm gonna kind of focus on for this first one. I will put a piece of this in the background just so I know I have the prompt, newsprint. Okay. Yeah, let's just use a little glue stick. And I'm gonna use the black and white portion. Okay. Stick that down and trim it off. Just like that. Okay. Okay, that's a start. Then I thought we could use this. So let's trim that down. Add a little color, a little contrast from the black and white. I thought that would be good. So if we trim this on, I'm not going to worry about the little curlicues. We're just going to go straight across. See if that'll fit. Barely, and it does. Okay, I'm going to keep this side because it has a little blue in it, and then there's some blueprint on that side, so that'll kind of balance itself out. All right, I'm just going to put that down like that. Easy peasy, guys. Let's see, I need a piece of scrap paper here. What is this? Okay. Just put that down, and I kind of like that top actually. I'm just going to let that be free on the top portion. Kind of like it. Just like that. Okay. And let's put a little ink. I think it needs a little color around those edges. I got vintage photo here. As a matter of fact, we can kind of bring it a little deeper. Might be good. Ink doesn't take to magazine page real well because it's kind of waxy, but I think if I kind of smear it in once it dries, I think we'll be all right. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And then let's I feel like he needs to be up. Or maybe some grass or something there. Should we add something else? Then I would have to go through my die cuts and dig out. Well, I do know where some die cuts are pre-cut. Let me grab that and see if maybe I have a little piece of grass. I don't know if I do. Hold on. A lot of times I will just pre-cut a lot of die cuts and I keep them in here. Let me see if I have anything like grassy. I know I have these trees. Oops, if I don't tear it. You could put him like he's in the woods, in the forest. Put some trees behind him. Let me see what else I got here. Fence. Doesn't look like I got any grass. Okay. So we're gonna have to get by with these trees. And I think they'll be fine. Okay. Cut them down, and we're going to kind of layer them. See how that looks. These are just quick makes, guys. Nothing, oops, nothing too drastic. That tore off, so we'll just kind of reposition that back on the top. Like that. Try and be a little gentle this time. Oh, still did the same thing. Kind of layer it. Let's see if I can. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference, but we can put it back. Where does it go? I don't even know where it goes now. Let's see. Oh, there we go, right there. Okay, and then there's one more piece. this down a little bit. A little layering there. Okay, then we'll put the fox. He's coming out of the woods. Okay. This darn band-aid on my fingers in the way I was pruning my rose bushes, and I poked my tip of my finger a little bit. Couldn't find my darn gloves, and me, impatient, decided to do it without it. Okay, I'm going to use a little foam tape next and raise him up just a little bit. Save that piece. Add a little elevation to it. You see that? I don't know, kind of got a shadow there, but I like that. Okay, and should we add the information? I think I'll save that for another day. We could put one of these ones peeking out. Let's see how that'll look. It'll take but a second to cut this out. Since it's just the head anyway, I'm thinking we can kind of tuck it and it'll look okay. Let's see. It's kind of high, huh? Maybe somewhere like that. Yeah, let's do it. He's just kind of peeking out of the trees there. Being a little timid, not sure what he wants to do. Let's tuck him right in there. Oh, I like that. Okay, and then I don't like any of that wording. Nope, I think I'm gonna leave it just like that. It's quick and easy, just that easy, guys. Just quick little makes. What do you think? Cute? No? All right, well, that's what I got for the first one, for a piece of newsprint, and I just used that in the background as a base. Okay, so I put my prompt on the back, and that is considered done. All right, guys, let's knock out one more together, okay? Hang in there with me if you would. Next is cough drop or gum wrapper, okay? Now for that, I'm gonna use a gum wrapper. Let me put that away, out of the way. And I have this wrapper from my gum package, okay? Now for that, for some reason, don't know why, is I was drawn to something along the lines of sewing and fabric and patterns and things like that. I don't know. So I found this, and I'm gonna be using this. And it's gonna be another really, really quick and easy one, I think. I'm thinking something right about there where I want to position it. So let me just trim out where I want to cut it. Just there. All right. and for that I'm going to bring up my trimmer. Probably get it a little bit straighter. There we go. And again, making a mess. Seems like, anyway, I'm making a mess. Okay. Just like that. Okay. And then I thought, let's bring in a little ink around the edges. All right. And then I thought I'd just cut this up a little bit, was my thought. Add a little color. See if this is going to work. Start with this red here. I thought we could just, I don't know, put it around the bodice of the image. I didn't prep my glue, and it does not want to come out. All right, we're gonna use this then. I don't know how well this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it. No woman wants a plain dress, right? We want something with a little color, a little flash, a little flare. So I'm going to put a little there. Put a little on the shoulders. See, just a pop of color. I think that's really cute. Okay, and then for a little bit more color, I was thinking we can cut another strip. And make a ruffle thing. A little ruffle. See how that's going to look. And we can put that, put it right along this edge here. I could stitch it, but I don't want to pull out my sewing machine. So we're just going to stick a little ruffle right there with that. Right along the edge. Okay. And what else can we do? Should we make it all the way down along the edge? I don't know. Should we? Keep going, make it longer. I'm getting my fingers all sticky, that's for sure. Okay, let's put a little more. Let's see. There we go. All right, we're going to keep going all the way. Okay, I think that's long enough. Just like that. Okay. I like it. And let's see what else we need. I'm thinking maybe some pearls or something. What do you think? I had, that's just it I had. Here we go. I'm gonna try to keep this close by. These are some little enamel dots leftover from Diamond Art. Great for junk journaling and art making, and all they are is just little enamels, just minis, and they're fantastic. I love them. I love using them. It's just, they're small, so they take a little, a little work getting a hold of them. But let's use some of those. Where can we put those? Maybe where those little bits are across the top. Let's do that. And I'm gonna have to fudge it a little bit because my liquid glue isn't working too well because it's stuck. So let's see. Let's go with the pink, because it's already kind of a pinky anyway. Let's do that. And we're just going to put one right where the decoration already is at. If I can try and get the same colors. So yeah, this is just a little heads up. If you don't throw those things away, keep them for your junk journaling and your art making and your crafting. They're great elements to use. One more. Glue on that one. Fingers are a ton of sticky here. There we go. And then I'm thinking maybe I don't know if that's going to stick to that plastic. I don't think it is too well. Okay, I was going to run some right down along the middle, kind of like where we would put a stitch, but it's not going to stick too well without my wet glue. But I think that's cute. A little pop of color there. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call that done. Let me move these out the way. Move that. I could cut those out and put them along the bottom. I think that's good. All right, guys, that is my collages for the 50 prompts today. First prompt is newsprint, and that's that one. This one is a gum wrapper. All right, guys, that's what I've got for you today. I hope you guys like the cards. As always, guys, thank you for stopping by my channel. Take care, and God bless. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.